Hey guys, I'm Shyam Bope from Scal Studios. So in this video we are going to start from where we left off in our previous video in creating the face, and we'll finish the head in this one. So if you're new here, make sure you watch the part 1 video because this might go a little faster than the previous video because we'll be doing much of the same stuff we learned in the part 1 video. So check it out, and you can download the reference image I used to model this character in the link below. And if you like to buy the fully rigged model, you can get it from my website at scalaglobal.com, link in the description, and do some cool animation. So I have over 15 hours of footage for this series, so make sure you hit the bell button to get notified when I upload the next video of the series. You can upload your progress in our Facebook group and have discussions, so link in the description for that as well. So I'm gonna select these three vertices. I'm gonna press V to separate these, and now what I'm gonna do is drag them up a bit, rotate them, and put them on top. Go to side view, select these three and pull them down. Now I'm gonna select this vertex over here and extrude with E, select these four and F to create a new face. Go into side view, drag it back a bit, select these two vertices and push them up like that, and let's select this, extrude it out again, select these four vertices and create a new face with F. Select these four and create a new face as well. Now I'm going to select these two in the bottom, drag them down, select this, push it down a bit, and select this, all these, and push them down. Now select this and extrude it out, extrude, and go to edge select mode with 2 and F. Select the top two edges and F. It's just like selecting vertices, but this time we are going with edges. So press 2 to go to edge select mode, or vertex select mode. It's 1. So we're going to be doing a lot of pushing and pulling vertices in this one to get the perfect shape we want. And if you go to front view now, your face might look totally weird, but that's fine. It'll all come together once we're done with this face. So just keep going. Extrude, just like before. Edge select mode, face with F. And okay. Now I'm going back to vertex select mode and select these vertices and pull them out so that it fits our reference. And I'm gonna do the same to all these words in the bottom as well. So I'm just gonna push and pull these words until they fit our reference. And I'm gonna drag these up as well. So it's just mostly pushing and pulling vertices to align with our reference. So this looks a bit weird right now, but we're gonna smooth it all out. So now I'm gonna add another edge loop over here so that we can add some more detail to the nose and the cheeks. Control R and left click to add the edge loop. I'm gonna leave it like that, and now I'm gonna define the mouth a bit by extruding it in with E, and I'm gonna pull it in with G and Y. Now I'm gonna select those two, and with S, Z, I'm gonna scale it down in the Z axis. Now I'm gonna select these words and right click, select these, right click and smooth vertices, and smooth them a few times. Okay, and select these as well and smooth them as well. Right click, smooth vertices. Now I'm gonna pull these out a bit, and this I might move it up, those two words, and this might scale those two down. And I'm gonna add another loop cut inside the mouth with Control R. Okay, Now I might add another edge loop with Control R on top of our lips like that, and drag it down a bit. Okay, it looks good. Now I'm going to push these and create a lip out of those words I just created. Okay, looks good. And drag these down, pull it up a bit, and pull these vertices up with G and create a lip out of it. This is actually a painstaking process, so take your time and just keep pushing and pulling those vertices until you get something that looks like a lip. Now I'm gonna add another loop cut inside our mouth with Control R and make it look a bit flat, and bring it forward and left click. You can always slide edges by hitting G twice. So yeah, it's more pushing and pulling vertices until you get something nice. And also note that we can right click to smooth our edges. Select two vertices and right click to make it smooth. Now I'm gonna move to the nose and drag these 2 points down, and I'm gonna lift the cheek up a bit and drag this to the front, this to the front, and move to the eye, and with E extrude it in like that. Now I'm gonna move back and start aligning these to our reference image. So try to make the edges look kind of clean. So if they're not, you can right click and always smooth them out like I just did. So that was just alt left click and right click smooth. Now I'm going to select these words and extrude them out. Select this, extrude, and create a new face. Extrude, extrude, F to create new faces, and place them like that. Select this word, extrude it out, and create a new face with F. So this face here can get a little tricky, so I'm going to extrude one point, create a new face, and drag these. Now you guys can see it looks kind of weird, but that's going to help us create our jawline. Now I'm going to move to the forehead, and I'm going to extrude the middle vertex and select the three vertices in the bottom and press F to create a face like that. So that'll be our middle brow. Now I'm gonna move these words up like that. Select this vertex and this one over here, and with Control M, merge at center. Now I'm gonna slowly drag these vertices up and extrude this, rotate it a bit, extrude out some vertices, and with F, fill those faces and align it like that, and push and pull, rotate these vertices. Select these vertices in the forehead, and with S, Z, I can straighten them down and move them up. I felt like there's too many edges in the eye. Alt left click, select one edge and dissolve it with X. Now I'm going to stop pushing and pulling these vertices and smoothing them. Right click, SZ to scale, smooth down and extrude out, rotate. So the forehead of a human is usually flat. So what I'm doing is pulling vertices to the front, and I'm going to create a new face here. Select these three vertices and extrude them out to create two faces. Now I'm going to extrude all these out, create a new face there. Select the vertices in the forehead and right click and smoothen them, and rotate them a bit as well to make the forehead look flat. Alright. Now I'm going to just push and pull those vertices. Now I'm gonna select a bunch of these vertices and right click and smooth vertices and drag them down again. Smoothing the vertices can help us a lot with cleaning our mesh. So now I'm gonna select those four and create a new face with F and select this edge and extrude and deselect these and select only the bottom ones, and I'm gonna extrude them out the bottom vertices like that, and that looks good, and scale it in and with G and with SX scale in the x-axis as well, and I'm gonna G to move these together. Select this vertex, extrude it out, and select these four, and with F create a new face in the bottom. And yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to push and pull these closer and align them to our reference image just like before. Select the vertex over here and extrude it out again, and create a new face. And now we have a smooth jawline forming. Now I'm gonna just align the vertices again, just pulling them out one by one, so make sure you take your time. Extrude, create a new face. So when you look from the top, you can see edges look kind of weird. I'm gonna select these vertices with SY. I'm gonna scale them in the y-axis to make them flat, and extrude out, create a new face, and okay, that looks good. I'm gonna extrude it out again, create a new face over here. So I'm gonna select this word and delete it, and I might create two faces from the side. Extrude this out, extrude, new face like that. New face, extrude down, rotate, and smooth, rotate, extrude out again, fill these faces with F. Alright, so now I'm going to extrude it out once more and merge these two vertices with Alt M at center, and extrude one vertex out and create a new face with F. Alright, that looks good. Now I'm going to select these two vertices and extrude them out. Select these two and merge them at center, extrude this out and create a new face. And it started looking a bit wonky, so I selected the whole edge with Alt, and with S, Z and 0 I can flatten the bottom. Now I'm just gonna push and pull these verts and smooth the neck of it, slide, smooth them out again, and extrude this out and try to smooth these verts as well. So you can do this until you feel like this looks good for you. So this can be a bit of a painstaking process, so take your time. And so the back of the head looks kind of weird for me. I'm going to switch to extra select mode, select the back and smooth them out. And smooth these. I'm just smoothing everything. And going to the top, and I'm going to straighten these vertices with S to scale and Y and smooth, and then I'm going to move it up again. Select these and now move them back, and once I smooth them, I'm going to place them back. Alright, drag him down. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Scale in the z-axis. Alright, smooth, smooth again. Delete the bottom vertices of the neck. Now I'm gonna select the whole head with A and smooth it once. Now you can see the whole head is smoothed. I'm gonna select everything and align the vertices back again. And now we can start adding details slowly. So now I'm gonna push back the middle of our forehead and pull the eyebrows back out and drag these to a side. Try to define the eyebrows a little more. Okay, looks good. That's just scaling and rotating. So this is where your knowledge of the human anatomy is going to be coming in handy. So just follow the reference, scale, scale, and try to add more detail as we go along. So the shape of our head is starting to... So I'm adding another edge loop and scaling this down. And going back to the nose. And lifting this up. Pulling these out. Trying to define cheeks. And I'm going to push these two in and pull these out. So now you can see the face is starting to look pretty good. So tab out of edit mode and just see how the shading looks. And okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna smooth them a bit in the jawline and scale it out. Trying to define the jawline a bit, so I'm gonna raise the neck like that. So at this point it's just pushing and pulling vertices until I'm pretty happy with what I have. So that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and you can post your progress in the Facebook group and come back for the next video. I also have a video on my character modeling process here. You can check it out, or you can click here to watch the next video. So make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button, and the button, all the buttons before you go, and see you in the next one. Bope out. Peace.